As austerity starts to bite across the United Kingdom, some shops are closing, and other shops are expanding. The shops that sell cheap and second-hand clothes are growing, and the shops that sell computers and cameras are closing. Britain in some ways is beginning to look like a communist state with less and less choice available when it comes to buying. Waterstones is a chain store selling books, and there is at least one in every city and few other choices. Jessop's is the same for photography. There is at least one in every city, and they sell most of the cameras in the UK. Primark sells clothes cheaply, and they seem to be opening new branches in every neighbourhood. New Oxford Street and Tottenham Court Road were always major trading areas for consumer electronics. Now the shops are closing. Apple Computers, Argos, Jacobs Photographers, all closed. And this is the Christmas season, when people spend the most and buy the most. Yet the shops are having to start with early sales. There is so little money around these days. Of course, there are the rich, but now the ordinary person has less and less. Basically, the economy is not what it used to be, and we're going to ask a few people what their reaction is and how they see the situation and what the problems are and why it has turned out like this. Why do you think the shops are closing down on Tottenham Court Road?
I think maybe it's too many shops which one sell the same things. This is what I think, because when I walk, I just see too much the same shop around.
Well, do you think maybe people have less money to spend?
Yes, because they buy something in one shop and they don't have to buy something the same in the other shop. So they're looking for something different. But it's difficult to find something different, really.
Everything is looking the same more and more than it used to.
Yes.
And everything seems to be made in China, is that true?
Yes, I think this is what I would like to say. Yeah, they're not really original, You go for a shopping, you're looking for something different and you couldn't find it because, it's the same.
But what happened here? What is it? Look, another dark window. This is England in 2012. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And how are we going to attract tourists here? How are we going to be a buzzing town if roads that are so famous all over the world? You want internet, you want laptops, you want televisions. You come to Tottenham Court Road. But not if the shops are shut.
Why do you think this is happening?
There are certain people in the government who are just not on the right wavelength, and they're not doing things to let the economy grow again. All this cutting down and saving energy and saving money, saving jobs and killing people is what it's all about. This is not good.
Maybe they're crashing the economy on purpose.
I have had rumors on that. And I watch programs like Paradigms. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a very interesting program on Sky, all about how big businessmen are controlling the world. There won't be another world war. The war is money. And money is in the internet and moving money from here to there without us even knowing about it. Then all of a sudden, we land up broke, out of work, and not even a shop to either buy from or work in. That's ridiculous. I hope somebody else can give you a more cheerful message, but right now I'm really sad to see what's happening to my town. I lived abroad for years, and I came back to London because I love London. What have you done to my town?
It's kaput.
Das ist kaputt.
Do you think the cost of the war has anything to do with this recession?
No. The recession is purely a banking crisis caused by a whole range of factors. Some of them originating in America, some of them domestic, some of them European. There's a wide range of expenditure throughout the world.
this place used to be very busy. There used to be an Argos, a Jacobs
Right.
Jacobs
Jacobs,
Photography. This was an Apple computer shop. Why are all the
gone.
shops closing down?
Because they can't keep open. The rents are too dear for one thing, and also too they're not getting enough trade because people haven't got the money.
So why do you think people have run out of money? What has gone wrong?
Well, everything's got much dearer. Everything's got much more expensive. Some people haven't got jobs, so you know there's lots of reasons really, and with things like say Argos or here or the other one, they're extras. In this day and age, you've got to think about your stomach first, your food, and everything. You know, your rent and everything else. It's all dear.
So where would you put the blame? What do you think has gone wrong?
I put the blame down to the country.
It's everyone's fault.
Yeah. Well, we've got too many people in the country, for one thing, and we're paying out too much in benefits. Things like that. The money's going in benefits, I think. But then, you know, a lot of them can't even get jobs. So, but then there again, and this might sound wrong, I think that we've got too many people here and we shouldn't let them in all the time. You know, because we've got nothing left ourselves.
Yes, it's not politically correct to say what you said.
No, I know it's not.
It's the end of the nation state, it seems.
Yep. But that's how I feel about it.
I tried to find someone that works in the shops to tell us what is going on, but they're not allowed to speak to the camera. So essentially I asked him why the shop is closing down. This is one of the major computer shops in London. And he just said, well, it's quiet on this side of the street, there are too many coffee shops. I'm not sure if he really knows the reason himself, but clearly business is not what it used to be. And there's sales going on at Christmas time. Do you think it's a little unusual?
Well, I don't think it's unusual, taking into account the economic situation of the whole planet. The fact that it's Christmas time is not the reason why shops are going to keep selling and selling and selling. I think they're going to be closing down now this time and later on and even after Christmas, and I don't think we are in a right situation economically, globally, at the moment.
You make it sound like the end of an era, the end of capitalism.
Well, hopefully. I hope so. I do hope so.
What would you like to see replace the capitalism?
I don't know if capitalism could be replaced with another system. I think whatever is going to come, it have to be born, and it's not here yet. And I think people have to work out a way to live more locally and sustainably. So that's why I think capitalism is going to collapse. The solution is not there, and I think it's going to be a lot of suffering, and the transition period is not going to be an easy one. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to end to give way to better times.
So do you think there's a lot of gangsters in control right now?
Yeah, definitely. It's an elite at the top controlling the whole game. And probably the people that are controlling it right now, they're in that position because they were placed there, or the system got them to be in that position. But I don't think the people that is leading at the moment is the people that created the system in the first place. But yeah, it's an elite that is controlling the system.
And my last question is your accent. Is your home country suffering?
I think it's been suffering for a long, long time. Yeah, I'm from Venezuela, South America. We are victims of the capitalism, as every underdeveloped country is being used and abused for resources. So yeah, in part it's suffering. In the other hand, I think we're very lucky not to be so involved in capitalism as developed countries. So